Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions of Benchcast. Another very beautiful Monday morning. And once again, we are back with our predictions as usual. We always look at football matches going on across the globe and look at recent games of each of these teams. Using those past results, we'll always come up with values for each of these matches. All right, that's what we do on a daily basis, and exactly what we're going to do today. All right, you know, uh, we also have a VIP special group. I always talk about it where I put out games that I believe that are closer to certainty of coming out correctly. Do endeavor to join our VIP special group. You can always find the link to that group on the description of this very video, and you can as well look at this video anywhere you see join. That's where you can have access to the VIP group. All right, for games that I believe that are quite better in terms of the success rate. All right, but so we're going to do this in a short while. Looking at this match one after the other. For those of us who have not really subscribed, take our time to subscribe as well. And we'll start with the first match for today. It is in the African Women Championship, where we have South Africa women who will be facing Ghana women. Okay, and in this very encounter, we can look at the stats for each of these sides. In the last six for South Africa women, I've seen them winning all six games. For Ghana, their away side have won just one game out of six matches that they had. They've also drawn one, but have lost four matches. And when you look at how these two teams fared, from home and away basis, we see that South Africa from home, the last 10 home matches, have seen them winning nine and drawing one. They've not lost any single one of them. And Ghana side, when you play from away, I've seen them winning three games from away. They've also had two draws, but have lost five matches the last 10 away games that they have so far. All right, the last away game they had saw them losing to Cote d'Ivoire by 1-0. But South Africa, the last home match they had, we saw them beating Zambia, which is a very strong side. South Africa beat them on that very occasion by 2-0. So we believe that South Africa is actually, in fine form, and they're a very strong side, and we expect a result for them here against Ghana. So it is a home side to win. South Africa to win our trophy. That's what we expect for that very one. All right, and we head to the next game for today. It is also in the Women Championship in Africa, where we have Mali women who will be facing Tanzania women. Okay, for Mali women, the last six games have seen them winning three and drawing one. They've also lost two matches in the last six or something encounters for Mali women. And Tanzania women, their outside also have been able to achieve three breakthroughs out of the last six games that they had. They've also had two draws as well as a single loss. Just one loss in the last six games that they had so far. And when you look at performances between these two sides, we could see Mali women, the last 10 home matches have seen them being able to achieve six victories and two draws. They've also lost two matches out of the last 10 home games that they had. The last 10 games they had saw them beating the Gabon women by 4-1. And for their away side, Tanzania women, it is two victories and three draws. They've also had five losses in the last 10 away games that they had. But again, they're a side that score goals most of the time. And we could see that the last three away games that they have, they actually scored, against Morocco, Senegal, and also Equatorial Guinea. They always scored, And home side, Mali, we saw them beating the likes of Gabon, the last home game by 4-1, And the last time both teams met, it was last year in May. We saw them playing at a 2-2 draw. Tanzania women played from home on that very occasion in an international friendly. That was then. And here we are going to expect goals to appear in this very encounter, knowing that these two sides always score and also concede as well. So we are going for, to see a minimum of 3 goals in this very encounter. So it is a number 2.5. That's what we expect from this very encounter. A minimum of 3 goals. That's a verdict for that very game. All right. So we head to the next step for today. It is in Swedish first division, but we have Nokopin will be up against Goma Pokana. Okay, when we look at the stats for each of these sides, you see that Nokopin, the home side, it is 1 victory and 3 draws, as well as 2 losses in the last 6 matches. And Goma Pokana, on the other hand, winning once and losing 6 games, losing 5 matches in the last 6 games. All right, they've won once and they lost 5 times out of the last 6 matches. All right. And when you look at how these two teams fared from home and away perspective, you can see Nokopin, the home side, actually won 4 matches in the last 10 home games. They've had 2 draws, and also they've lost 4 matches. And the away side, Pokana, winning 4 matches and 2 draws, also losing 4 games in the last 10 away matches that they had. And when we look at the scoreline, we see that for knockout pin, they've been scoring. In the last 10 home matches that they had, I've seen them scored, at least one goal 7 times out of the last 10 home games that they had. And Bruno Fokana, on the other hand, also have been scoring, averaging 2 goals, per match in the last 10 away games that they had so far. So we definitely expect a lot of goals. Seeing that although the last meeting between the two sides saw them playing out a 1-1 draw, but we're going to see goals occur here, and we go for over 2.5. Noting that prior to the last meeting, most of the meetings between the two sides have produced goals. So we expect over 2.5 in this very one. A minimum of 3 goals to occur here. That's provided for that very encounter. Okay. And that takes us to the next for today, which will be the last for today. It is in Finland, first division, where we have KTP, who will be coming up against Niklas. All right, we'll take a look at the stats for these two sides. We see that KTP have only managed 1 win and a draw, and also lost 4 matches. And the away side, Niklas, on the other hand, have had just 1 win as well, 2 draws, but have lost 3 games out of the last 6 or 7 matches that they have so far. All right, when we take a look at how they fared from home and away perspective, you can see the home side KTP winning 3 matches and 3 draws, also losing 4 matches out of the last 10 home matches that they have so far. And the away side, on the other hand, Niklas also winning 4 matches and having 2 draws in the last 10 away games, and they've also lost 4 matches out of those. But when you look at also when you look closely at the results, you can see that the last 2 home games for KTP, I've seen them scoring 5 goals, and also the away side, Niklas scored 2 goals in the last away game they had, although they lost that match against Coops by 6 goals to 2 on that very occasion. So, and when you look at totally at the away matches, you see that they've been averaging a lot of goals, 2 goals per away match that they have been having so far, and also for the home side, they've been. If you look at their scoreline, it is minimum 2 goals in the last 10 home matches. Okay, and when you look at how these two teams fared last time both teams met, it was actually last month, and it was Niklas who played from home and they won on that occasion by 2 goals to 1. Prior to that, we saw them meeting again in club friendly, and it was KTP who won by 4 goals to 1 on that very occasion. So here, we believe both sides are scoring, and we are going for both sides to score at least 1 goal in this very encounter. So it is both sides to score ETS. Go. That's our value for that very one. That concludes it for us today on Bestcraft. We wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes green. Also remember to play responsibly, as these are football matches sometimes may not be exactly what it presents. All right, as you can see yesterday, and also know that the many of these predictions will be on our VIP special group. Do endeavor to join, and so that you have access to these ones. All right. That being said, tomorrow is another day. We're back with our predictions on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until then, keep on.